Hello YouTube and welcome back to World of Warships with Wadres, and today I do have some good news for all of you, and that is responding to the video I put out last week regarding the Naval Training Center that World of Warships was proposing, which, in brief, just a review, was planning on introducing a way to basically level up your ships for the price of regrinding entire tech lines. Well, in a rare show of, dare I say, unanimous almost, shall I just come out and say opposition to this plan? The Wargaming developers, no more than 48 hours after the initial announcement of the NTC, has also posted that they will be reviewing the rewards for the regrind option. For starters, they are planning to fully remove the performance buffs for ships as they were originally planning, due to the simple fact that this, especially in competitive game modes, would basically make the regrind a requirement, and anybody who does not really have the time to engage in any of the regrind or anything like that would very, very rapidly lose a lot of their competitive edge. So this would actually have had a very severe impact on the game, not just in the competitive modes, but also in the just normal gameplay modes as well. So that is some very, very good news, dare I say so. What they are planning on doing instead is working on very interesting, quote-unquote, unique, but non-mandatory content. For example, they are looking at new premium ships or things like that as reward ships for this system instead. They have already mentioned ships like the French Tier 10 cruiser, the Colbert, and the Tier 10 possible U.S. battleship, the USS Ohio, as some of the first potential rewards, which would be available through the armory for special resources earned by way of the regrind. They will also, I believe, if I'm interpreting this line of the post correctly, they are also considering taking steel and also making that a possibility. However, I would definitely require a little bit more clarity before I can actually say for certain that that's what their intentions are. Though, for those of you who, again, cannot engage regularly in the competitive game modes like ranked or clan battles, that would definitely be a major quality of life improvement, also giving you access to some of the reward ships that have been locked behind the steel wall, so to speak. And, of course, they have also said that they will explore other types of rewards, such as cosmetics, as well as other things that really do not have any major impact on the gameplay, but still will help players showcase the progress that they have made and basically reward them for their decision to regrind and basically extend their ability, the longevity of their game. And, well, I'll come out and say it. Again, this was a very interesting show of just how united the World of Warships player base can be when they really want to. And I mean, there were community contributors, there were players that were just opening up and tearing Wargaming a new one for this decision. So it's very nice to see that Wargaming has at least responded. They are respecting players' opinions, players' desires, and realized, due to a lot of this feedback, that maybe the NTC, as it was initially proposed, wasn't such a good idea. So I will come out and say it to all of you who did make comments or to provide any sort of feedback to Wargaming over this at all. We won. We pushed hard. We fought tooth and nail. We were ready to give Wargaming what for, and they have noticed and they have responded. We have made our voices heard. And I will definitely say that this is something that you don't see very often. Usually there are a lot of things where there's a split right down the middle, and sometimes Wargaming just decides to not take too much notice and make a lot of their own opinions based on how the actual game performance ends up working out. But in this case, the player response was so negative and so unanimously against even the players who would stand to benefit the most from the NTC in the shortest period of time were actually against this. So I don't know what that tells you about how dedicated some of the World of Warships players are just to maintaining and holding on to that, dare I say, level, even, fair playing field that Wargaming really wants to try and maintain as well. So yeah, that's that's the big news, if I do dare say so, and it is huge news because it does show to at least some extent that Wargaming does respect the players. They do listen, and when the players are united on one front, they will stand up and pay attention. They will stand up and say, you know what, maybe they're right and this isn't the direction we want to go. Anyway, I shall let you all go. Take care. Happy hunting, folks. We won.